Hello guys, this is Deathdealer and welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft survival series. This is episode 9, I think. Yeah, that looks right, episode 9. If I'm wrong, well, you know how it is, I record these things way in advance. But yeah, today we're going to be working on something a wee bit different. We're going to be working on a villager breeder. Because let's just pop outside. It's night time, okay, right, let's sleep quickly. As you can see, I was doing some testing with the thing we did last episode, which was the creeper farms, making sure caves and stuff was lit up. But yeah, last episode we worked on a creeper farm, and we ran out of iron by doing so. Let's kill these guys. And obviously, mining iron, well, yes, it does get you more supplies, just isn't good enough for what we need now. So basically, to fulfill our future needs, we will need, an iron farm. Which is why we're going to need the villagers to, build that iron farm. Plus, I also want to finish off the creeper farm as well at some point. Like, it is finished technically, but I want to put in the FK platform and the storage system. Also, we've updated to Minecraft 1.15.2 now. And I think the game's a tiny bit more stable. What's with all the creepers? The game is a little bit more stable, which is quite nice. Damn. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that. We'll repair that later on. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I need to look up a few designs. I need to make sure there's enough villagers to get this thing started off as well. I think I might breed up some cows as well because I'm kind of low on food. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But before we continue with the video, I need you guys to do something for me. Over 90%, that's right. 90% of you who watch these videos aren't subscribed. That's a massive number. So why don't you do me a favour by going to the channel, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell to be notified of all future videos. Alright, so we're at the village, which is a few hundred blocks away from our base, and let's make sure there's still villagers that are alive, because we are currently on day 344 in this world. We're almost approaching 1 Minecraft year, which is quite nice. But let's see, is there any villagers around? No, this isn't good. This is not good so far. Oh, hold on, we've got some activity. That's a nitwit. There we go. Some farmers. Excellent. Okay, cool. Right. We've got villagers. Nice. Now, to power this farm, I know we're going to need at least 2 to start off. But the full farm itself, which I think is stackable as well, requires 5. So yeah, we should be able to use like the likes of this guy and all that stuff. Now my plan is also we need to move them all into one central location, and we need to pick up the location that we're going to build this thing. Which I do believe, since we have a river over here, if we just pop on over this way, we can actually use the boat that I've used to go over here. I do want to eventually have this above my quad slime farm, because that quad slime farm will be my base, like my main base in the world to start off with. But until we've actually excavated that area, which we won't be doing until around episode 12 or so. So that's maybe another week or so before we do anything. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll put the villager farm out here. So on this plateau area, this peninsula. And we can have the iron farm fairly nearby as well. Ideally, actually, I'll put the iron farm, which we're building in the episode preceding this one, I'll put it near the site where we're going to be excavating the slime farm area. Because then whilst I'm doing that, which I estimate will probably take quite a while, when I did that project before, that was way back in 1.12, it took me around 16 hours to excavate the 5 chunks that we needed, plus the few blocks around it. But fortunately, the slime farm we're going to be building is in a deep ocean, so we wouldn't need to excavate as much. We'll probably spend the most time getting rid of the water, but that isn't really as much of an issue. But yeah, the villager farm will be out here, villager breeder, sorry. We might set up a small, trading setup with them, but I don't know if that's really necessary at this point in time. So yeah, I do think what we're going to do is we're going to head on to a testing world so I can show you off this design and, just so you can get a picture of what we're going to go for before we build it. Alright guys, so this is the villager breeder we're going to be using. I can't remember who designed this, but I know ImpulseSV has a really good tutorial, so I'll link that in the description. But yeah, this is it. It produces about 12 villagers per hour, providing you sleep during the night, because villagers only breed like twice a day. And yeah, this is what we've got to build, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so I've been putting together the start of this farm. We have the main section in place, so it should be fairly quickly to build everything else. Now I've set this up so that the villagers will be outputted down here so they're closer to the ocean for transport. Getting them over here will be fun, but that's just what happens with these things. Alright, so in theory this module is virtually finished. The only thing I need to do is till the soil and then provide the crops. But I'll do that after I have the villagers in place. Which, yeah, this should be fairly simple. I think I'm going to go and collect the villagers now. Right, I have some boats. I need at least 3 villagers. So 2 for the centre and then 1 there. So let's just craft up some additional boats. At least 2. I have to clear up my inventory a little bit. Alright, there we go. Right, let's go and collect some villagers, shall we? Yeah, I'll just walk on over. In fact, no, I'll just pop in here. I've put all this stuff together a lot faster than I thought I would have. So, yeah, we might be doing a couple of other odds and ends around the world since we have the time. Alright, there we go. Right, so we're here. And let's begin the strenuous task of collecting villagers. Now I have a piston and a lever with me, so that we can get them up surfaces like that. But yeah, let's go and collect some villagers. Right, okay, so we have a villager there. Alright, there's a few here. Right, okay, we'll get this guy. There we go, perfect. So now, now I need to move him back like so. So if I just move him over here, he should lose his progression, in theory. Yeah, he should. But yeah, this will take me a lot of time. But yeah, this has got to take so long to do. Oh boy. Anyways, I think I'll meet you over there when I have 3 villagers over in that area, and then we'll put them into the system and hopefully we can get it going. Alright, so we have the first villager in place. That took longer than I thought it would. Moving the villagers up one by one. Oh, it takes a while. But yeah, this is it so far. So what we've got to do is we're going to need a trapdoor. We've got to secure this area, which I have one right here. I also have an inventory full of carrots because we're going to jumpstart the breeding system once, this is ready to go. Alright, cool, so that'll let me out. Nice. Okay, so let's just position this guy. Because when I jumped out of the boat the last time, I kind of faced through the ground, and I don't want this guy to do the same. Okay, right. And let's get the bounding box up so we don't hurt him. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so now what I need to do is fill this in. And then technically this thing is good to go. All we need to do now is add in those other 2 villagers. Let's just fill this last bit. There we go. Right, so now we need to build the module to hold the breeding villagers. Alright guys, so I've been hard at work. Once again, we have this little channel down here, which is where the baby villagers will drop into, and if I just pop on through here, there's a drop chute right there. So the idea is the baby villagers come out here, and this door will be closed by default and they'll stand here and they'll grow up. And then I'll just pull them out as soon as I need them. And it should be enough space for them to gather up in, bulk, I think. We may need to extend this out because they may end up standing and drowning in there. But hopefully that isn't an issue. But yeah, this is the little breeding area right here. I'm currently in the process of putting the last villager in, as you can see by all this dirt. I've been using the piston every so often to, push them in. But there we go, let's just pop in here. Do this, we'll block this off. F3 and B. And all we do is we push them. And there we go, why was there not any sound there? Strange. Anyways, yeah, that's the villager in place. All I need to do now is cover this. Now you may be wondering why I'm covering the farm itself. It's basically so that, you know, if there's like a thunder and lightning, the villagers won't be turned into witches. That's the only reason why. But yeah, let's clean all this stuff up. Technically, this breeder is online. Technically. Yeah, I need to make sure that guy actually starts throwing things to them. It should be working. But yeah, that's that. Now, we do have a lot of the episode left. I thought this would take a lot longer, so yeah, let's maybe go and do a few things around the world. In fact, no, actually I've got an idea. I want to go and mark out the coordinates of where we've got to put the slime farm, because we've eventually got to send a lot of villagers over there anyway to start up another breeder and for like trading and things, because that will be our main base. So yeah, I'm going to go and do that. I'll keep an eye on this thing and we'll see if it produces any villagers. Alright guys, so I waited around for a little bit to see the breeding process to make sure everything worked, and because I didn't have the trapdoors here, the baby villager popped out and then, you know, ran away. So I got a boat and threw him down in there. So he'll be growing up momentarily. But the next breeding thing should be coming soon, I think, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, the trapdoors are there. Also, I kind of messed up earlier. I put down a door, but obviously villagers can access doors, so that had to be removed. And we've just got to put glass in, we'll remove it as needed. We'll probably set up like a quick piston door for that. But yeah, we can hear the villagers, you know, harvesting stuff. And, you know, picking stuff up. The good thing about this farm is it doubles as a crop farm. But obviously we will have dedicated crop farms in the future, so I'm not going to worry about picking things up. Like picking up items, because we've already got plenty of carrots as it is. So yeah. This is complete now. Right, I think I've got a few plans for what I want to do in the rest of the episode, so let's get to that, shall we? Alright guys, so what we're about to do is we're about to go and mark out the chunks for where we're going to put a slime farm, but first of all I just wanted to show you that this farm is actually working. We have 4 villagers in here ready to go, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. So I noticed a few things, like one of the villagers, one of the babies, as soon as they spawned it was kind of approaching nighttime and it took a bed. So I thought the farm had broken for a moment, but since it's down there and other nights have passed and since it couldn't pathfind to the bed, it stopped, you know, having possession over it, so it would allow other, you know, baby villagers to be bred, whatever, yeah, you know. Anyways, so let's move on to locating these slime chunks. So I know the coordinates, approximately, that's for the centre of the quad chunk. I used a program called Amids to locate this stuff. It's a very, very useful program, and it should be to the southwest of our current location. So -233 and -920. So let's just go and find that together, shall we? I thought it was in a deep ocean. It isn't actually. It's in just like an irregular ocean. So yeah, we'll have a lot more stuff to excavate. So let's just go this way a bit. So -233, -920. Okay, right, we'll just roll this way. Okay, we're almost there. Ish. -233. -920. Okay, so if we turn on our chunk boundaries. Right, so this is the centre chunk. So I'm just going to place some blocks. So this is the centre chunk of the quad. So that means that this chunk over here is a slime chunk. Also means that this chunk over here is a slime chunk. This one as well. So let's just swim one over. We've seen that excavating this shouldn't actually be all that bad, now that I look at it. And then this one over here. Yeah, this one should do. Okay. Right, so that is our quad slime chunks that we will eventually be, you know, draining. Now, I do think we will probably need more sand, because we do have a lot of sand dedicated to holding back the water at the creeper farm. I think I've got 2 or 3 shulker boxes full of sand over there anyways, but I would like to fill up some more because this is going to take a hell of a lot of sand, I think. Yeah, this project here is going to require a hell of a lot of work. We'll need the beacon for starters, obviously. We'll probably need to repair our pick 2 or 3 times, since we aren't, excavating it with like a TNT duping machine or anything. Although we do have the capabilities of doing that at this stage, which is great. The only problem I can see is when this farm is up and running, these spawns could be impacted by, the drowned mobs spawning. As you can see, there's like one over there, and things. So yeah, we need to kind of, worry about that a little bit. Oh, there's shipwreck there. I wonder if I've probably, looked into that. But yeah, I do think for this project, since this has got to be your main base, kind of, what I'm planning on doing is having a slime farm in the lowest of levels, right? And then above that we'll have a few other farms, but hopefully we'll position them in a way that doesn't impact the rates. So no hostile mob farms or anything. We'll take our hostile mob farms to another location. But we will have the iron farm nearby. I'll probably build it off a few, maybe the next chunk over from one of these slime things, and we'll do that with several different farms. I'm going to bring lots of villagers over here for a villager trading room. We're also going to have a storage system, and lots of other things that you kind of need for bases. But yeah, as I said, we're not going to be doing that today. We're going to be waiting until we've got the iron farm up and running, which we'll do next time. So the episode after that, I was actually planning on doing the sugarcane farm. But you know what, we'll probably just do this project instead, because using our elytras, it can wait. We don't need to do that right now. We can just, get up and down from this area using, ladders or something, something primitive. Yeah. Okay, right, I need to tidy up my inventory. We have a lot of, storage lying about all over the world. Over the creeper farm, I've got several chests sitting there with lots of junk. So why don't we go and organise all that stuff, tidy up a little bit, and we can go back to the villager setup, and we can see how, how it's performing. Alright, so while I was reorganising some things, I actually found some iron over in the creeper farm, so I smelted it up, and we have nearly 2 stacks of iron there. But obviously that's nowhere near enough for our, current rate of progress. We're going to be requiring stacks upon stacks of iron per episode from now on. So yeah, the iron farm is going to be required. But yeah, this is what our resources are currently looking like. So yeah, it is quite sweet. Now, I want to start using my ender chest a lot more. The only time we've actually used it was when we went to the end, and I've got a few items I'm storing on here. So I'd like to rework it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and this is full of ender pearls, so put that in there. I will name them and dye them later on, but for now that'll do. This is an empty shulker box. That's one with tools, lots of other tools and random junk. This is the one I want. Right, let's actually take the instant health potions from there, and we'll just add them in here. So this will be lots of important things. So we'll take that, and we'll put that in there as well. Also, I would like to have a beacon box, which the beacon is over at the creeper farm, so let's just sleep quickly. Here we go. And let's pop on over there. Oh yeah, I still need to finish off those farms. Oh, before we actually head on over there as well, I completely forgot there for a moment. Let's just pop in here. Right, so, I know that's the wrong chest, it's this one. I need to label these things. So yeah, we had 2 shulker boxes of sand. One was half full. And obviously you see we've got a third one here as well. But that's because there was a shulker box here that had some sand in it. So I just combined them. And that's our current situation. And I do think we're going to need a lot more. So what I might do is, before I get around to recording the episode where we do the slime farm, I might do a live stream where we go on a sand mining session. Might be something fun, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and you'll be notified. I stream both on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, so you can catch me almost anywhere. I might set it up so that it streams to Mixer as well. That might be a good idea. Okay, right, let's head on over to the creeper farm. I do want to replace all the sand, because yeah, the sand does its job, but I want it to, maybe do glass or something so we can see things. That would be nice. Or we can maybe do something where the water is positioned in such a way that it doesn't flow in. That would also be great. But yeah, look, we have a lot of glass here, lots of cobble and things. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to empty this. And I'll just throw all that stuff in here for now. I will come back and empty this stuff and take all the stuff back to my base manually. Because we have so much stuff in here, it's not even funny. And yeah, I'm just so happy with the way that farm's turned out. Okay, right, so what I might actually do is I'll take this glass out, and then this will be our beacon kit box. So when we get this super efficient wither skeleton farm that I'm planning up and running, we'll be able to generate like 3 skulls per minute. And so we'll be able to fill that up with like, lots of beacons and things. And when we pair it with the iron farm, we'll have lots of beacons and, you know, enough blocks for the beacon base, and it'll last us for like forever. So yeah, there's that. Okay, right, let's head on up. I want to put this glass back in storage in the sand chest, because, you know, just keeping everything all nice and organised. I need to, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to block that, just so I don't fall down, because I do think I would probably die from this height, maybe? Or would feather falling negate that? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there we go. So that's all of our glass back. Right, we'll put that in the chest thing over here. And I'm actually going to take this as well. And those are like things from the end raid, but this is an empty shulker box. Plus the fact that we have a shulker box full of shulker shells means that we will be able to, you know, make more shulker boxes as needed. However, we will be duplicating them later on for when we get our massive storage system built. Because storing 100,000 items without shulker boxes just isn't feasible. And going and getting those, like, probably 200,000 shulker shells just isn't feasible at all. I'd have to, like, explore the end drastically. I'd had to explore it all the way out to the world border, and I still wouldn't have enough. So what we'll do is we'll set up probably a llama system, where the llama is damaged to the point where it's only got like 1 heart left. And then we send it through an end portal, and it dies on this side, and then it dies in the end. So then it, you know, it throws out all the stuff. And since llamas have lots of storage capacity, you know the drill, lots and lots of things. But that's like a project for later on. That's like super technical, and we aren't quite in the position to do that. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Next time we're going to be working on an ant farm, so make sure, you know, you stay tuned, because it will be quite a project. I need to go and do some research into how many villagers I'm going to require, because yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work. Plus, you know, I'm going to need to move about some hostile mobs as well to get it to work properly. And you know, there's a few iron requirements there to just get the thing started. You know how it is. Thank you all for watching the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to be notified of all future videos. On the left at the top, you'll see a video that I think you should watch next, and at the bottom you'll see a video that YouTube wants you to watch. Thanks for watching.